cat's right there.
Hi, everybody. Good morning, communities and school kids. I have my friend Rocky here, and my name is Sonny, and we're going to tell you a story this morning about Yertle the turtle, okay? Kind of a fun story with a kind of a funny ending, but it's got a lesson to it as well. So we'll go ahead and get started, and as long as it's okay with Rocky, wherever he is. But here we go, okay? Yertle the turtle. In a faraway island of Salamasand, Yertle the turtle was king of the pond. A nice little pond. It was clean, it was neat. The water was warm, there was plenty to eat. The turtles had everything turtles might need, and they were all happy, quite happy indeed. They were until Yertle, the king of them all, decided the kingdom he ruled was too small. I'm ruler, said Yertle, of all that I see, but I don't see enough. That's a trouble with me. With this stone for a throne, I look down on my pond, but I cannot look down on the places beyond. This throne that I sit on is too low. It ought to be higher, he said with a frown. If I could sit high, how much greater it'd be. What a king, I'd be ruler of all that I could see. So Yertle has some ideas here to get to be a more powerful ruler. Well, let's see what he says. So Yertle the Turtle King lifted his hand, and Yertle the Turtle King gave a command. He ordered 9 turtles to swim to his stone, and using these turtles, he built a new throne. He made each turtle stand on one another's back, and he piled them up in a 9-turtle stack. And then Yertle climbed up, he sat down on the pile. What a wonderful view! He could see almost a mile. So now Yertle is standing way up there, got a nice view of everything, and he says, all mine. Oh, the things I now rule. I'm king of a cow and I'm king of a mule. I'm king of a house, and what's more beyond that, I'm king of a blueberry bush and a cat. I'm Yertle the turtle, oh marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all that I see. And all through that morning he sat up there high, saying over and over, a great king am I, until long about noon. Then he heard a faint sigh. What's that? He snapped, the king, and he looked down the stack, and he saw at the bottom a turtle named Mac. Just a part of his throne, and this plain little turtle looked up and he said, beg your pardon, King Yertle. I've pains in my back and my shoulders and knees. How long must we stand here, your majesty, please? Poor Mac is at the bottom of this stack, so you can imagine all these turtles are standing on top of him, and then big King Yertle is way up at the top. Not too much fun. Silence, the king of the turtles barked back. I'm the king and you're only a turtle named Mac. You stay in your place while I sit here and rule. I'm king of a cow and a king of a mule. I'm king of a house and a bush and a cat. But that isn't all. I'll do better than that. My throne shall be higher, his royal voice thundered. So pile up more turtles. I want about 200. How about that? 200 turtles? Turtles, more turtles, he bellowed and brayed. And the turtles way down in the pond were afraid. They trembled, they shook, but they came, they obeyed. From all over the pond they came swimming by dozens. Whole families of turtles with uncles and cousins. And all of them stepped on the head of poor Mac. One after another they climbed up the stack. So poor Mac is at the bottom of this giant turtle ladder, and he's not feeling too well. Then Yertle the turtle was perched up so high he could see 40 miles from his throne in the sky. Hooray, shouted Yertle, I'm king of the trees, I'm king of the birds, king of the bees. I'm king of the butterflies, king of the air. Ah me, what a throne, what a wonderful chair. I'm Yertle the turtle, oh marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all I can see. Then again from below in the great heavy stack came a groan from that plain little turtle named Mac. Your Majesty, please. I don't like to complain, but down here below we're feeling a lot of pain. I know up on top you're seeing great sights, but down at the bottom we too should have rights. We turtles can't stand it, our shells will all crack. Besides, we need food, we're starving, groaned Mac. Poor thing. You hush up your mouth, bellowed the mighty King Yertle. You have no right to talk to the world's highest turtle. I rule from the clouds over land, over sea. There's nothing, no nothing that's higher than me. But while he was shouting, he saw with surprise that the moon of the evening was starting to rise, up over his head in that darkening skies. What's that? Snorted Yertle. Say, what is that thing that dares to be higher than Yertle the king? I shall now allow it to go higher still. I'll build my throne higher, I can and I will. I'll call some more turtles, I'll stack them to heaven. I need about 5,607. It's a lot of turtles. So, as Yertle the turtle lifted his hand and started to order and give that command, that plain little turtle below in the stack, that plain little turtle, you remember his name was Mac, decided he'd taken enough, and he had, and that plain little turtle, little lad, got a little bit mad, and that plain little Mac did a plain little thing. He burped, and his burp shook the throne of the king. You see little Mac burping at the bottom. All the turtles are going flying. And Yertle the turtle, the king of the trees, the king of the air, and the king of the bees, the king of a house and a cow and a mule, well, that was the end of Turtle King's rule. For Yertle, the king of all Salamasand, fell off his high throne and fell plunk, splash, into the pond, head first. And today the great Yertle, that marvelous he, is king of the mud, that's all he can see. And the turtles, of course, all the turtles are free, as turtles and maybe all creatures should be. And you see Yertle back there with mud all over his face and Max sitting on his little stone. So that's the story of Yertle the turtle. And so what have we learned really is that, number one, you should be nice to your fellow people, right? Your fellow kids. You shouldn't take advantage of them and boss them around like Yertle did with his turtles, because you see how Yertle ended up, right? Splash head first down into the pond and full of mud. So that's our lesson that we have to learn today, is just be nice to everybody, and people will be nice to you. Y'all have a good day. Thanks again. Bye-bye.